Hi everyone, welcome to Math Monsters, and today you guys will be doing something a little bit different than we usually do. You guys will be working with shapes and angles. The study of shapes is called geometry. So in geometry you will be learning about angles. So let's get started. Geometry angles, word problems. Here's some important vocabulary that will be used in this video. And these will be really important, so listen carefully. So the angle is the space where two points connect. So this is an angle. It's the space where two points connect. See? This is a line segment, in other words, a side, but it's better to call it a line segment because that is its vocabulary. So this line segment and this line segment connect. Sometimes where it is connected is called a vertex, but the space, like where it's connected, like over here where this rectangle is marked, that is the space where the both segments are connected. So I hope that was clear. So that is what an angle is. And here we have an acute angle. And an acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. So this is the only acute angle in this. So, well, actually, there are few acute angles, but this is one of the acute angles in this figure. And as you can see, it is definitely less than 90 degrees. And an acute angle is marked with an arc. And now we have an obtuse angle, which is literally the exact opposite of an acute angle. An angle that is more than 90 degrees. Like say for example this one. This one is definitely more than 90 degrees, and this one, the green circle right here. And it is also marked with an arc. Finally, we have a right angle, which is right in the middle of an acute and obtuse angle. An angle exactly 90 degrees. And it is marked with a rectangle like over here. And as you can see, this is exactly 90 degrees. So now I think you got the vocab. Now let's move on to the first word problem. So before we start with our questions, you will be investigating this figure over here. And before you start investigating, here's a quick note. In today's videos, the questions will be a little different than my previous videos because all the 4 questions will be based on the same figure shown over here. So all of the questions will have a lot of similarities. So now go ahead and investigate the figures shown below and answer questions 1 to 4. So in this figure, you can examine all of the angles, the line segments, aka sides, and even you could challenge yourself and figure out what angles they are, acute, obtuse, or right. I'll give you some time to examine the figure. Are you guys ready? I'll give you just a little more time to think. Okay. I hope you all are ready now. Our first question is, how many angles can you see in this figure? And here's the figure if you want to see it. So the question is pretty simple. All you need to do is count the number of angles. So an angle, remember, is the space where 2 line segments connect. So I think I found a few. Did you guys find some as well? I hope you did. First, let's start with this angle right here, where this line segment and this line segment connect. Right here. See that angle? So that is 1. Now, let's look down here. It's the angle where this line segment and this line segment connect, which is right over here. See that angle? So that is 2. Now, you see the angle where this line segment and this line segment connect right over here. So that is another one. So now we have 3. Now let's look up here again. On the right hand side. It's the space where this line segment and this line segment connect, which is right here. So now we have 4. Now let's look at where this line segment and this line segment connect. Both of these, like in that triangle shape. They connect over here. Oops! So that is 5 angles so far. And now look at these itty bitty angles right over here. It's where this line segment and this line segment connect, which is at the arc right here. So you see that angle. And finally, look at this angle where this line segment and this line segment connect. So now we have an angle right here. See? So now I think we have 7 angles. Let's count again just to make sure. I think I lost track. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, we do have 7 angles. So we just did this step. You can figure out this by counting each of the spaces where the segments connect. So, there are 7 angles! Congratulations, guys! Let's move on to the next problem now. So again, you will be answering this question based on the same figure. How many more obtuse angles are there than right angles? Ooh, here's a tricky one. Okay, let's look. So first, let's figure out all the right angles because they're easy to spot. There's one right over here. It's exactly 90 degrees. Did you find some other ones? That's right. There's one over here, where this line segment and this line segment connect. Right here. That is also exactly 90 degrees. Do you find any other ones? Oh, found one! It's been hiding from us all this time. It's where this line segment and this line segment connect. That super small one right there. But if you look carefully, that also comes up to 90 degrees. So now we got 3 right angles. Now let's look at the obtuse angles. I think I figured out a few. So first, I looked over here. Definitely this angle right over here is an obtuse angle because it is way more than 90 degrees. It's where this line segment and this line segment connect. Right over here. It's a really big angle, so definitely it is obtuse angle. And now we have this small one over here, but it still is more than 90 degrees. See? This line segment and this line segment. You could figure out if it is more than 90 degrees by figuring out how would it look like if it was 90 degrees. It would be 2 exactly straight lines. But here it is diagonal and Now there's a straight line. So the arc would be a bit bigger. So that is an easy way how you could figure out the difference between right angles and obtuse angles. So there's one over there and one over here, so we got 2. And now we have this angle right over here, where this line segment and this line segment connect. And as you can see, you can probably notice that it is a bit more than a right angle because it looks a bit bigger. Sometimes you could just infer by looking at the angle. So that's what I'm doing over here. I'm just predicting about this. It looks definitely more than a right angle. So that is 3 obtuse angles so far. Now we have this angle up here, where this line segment and this line segment connect. And as you can see, it's not 2 straight lines like this. One is a bit more bent, like this, doesn't it? So that means it is an obtuse angle because the arc is a bit more bigger. So now we got 4 obtuse angles and 3 right angles. So 4 minus 3. There are 4 obtuse angles and 3 right angles. Just remember, 4 minus 3 equals 1. There is one more obtuse angle than right angles. Great job, guys! Now let's move on to our third, next to last question. You did great so far. Okay, so again, you will be doing a question based on this exact same figure. Here is our question. How many angles less than 90 degrees can you see in this figure? Remember, an angle less than 90 degrees is, that's right, acute angle. So let's take a look to find some acute angles in here. I don't find any, but let's go look just to be sure. Like we already covered, this is a right angle and this is also a right angle. This is an obtuse and this is also on a right angle. This is an obtuse and this is an obtuse and this is also an obtuse angle. I don't think I found any acute angles right over there. That's right, there are no angles less than 90 degrees in this figure. I put that question there to trick you guys. There are no acute angles in there. Sorry if I confused you, but that was what I meant to do. So there are no angles less than 90 degrees. If you want to put that in an answer form, then you have to use geometrical vocabulary. So you would need to write, there are no acute angles, not there are no angles less than 90 degrees. There are no acute angles. So that is how you would write it as an answer. I know that was a short one and that might have tricked you, but I hope you guys also figured out there were no acute angles. Let's move on to our fourth and last question now. Last but not least. Our fourth question here is, how many sides do you see? Come on guys, you can count this super fast. A side is a line segment, so a side is a line segment, just remember that. Just count all the line segments and you guys are good to go. This one is a super easy one, so just count them fast. So, are you guys done? First we have this one, then this one, next this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Count the number of sides. There are 7 sides. Great job, guys. We are done with 4 of our questions. I hope you guys learned a lot about angles and geometry, and I believe you had a lot of fun just as much as I did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon below to get notified for some more engaging and fun videos. See you next time. Bye!